Google recently just launched their own version of design.md, and what they're trying to do right now is they're trying to capture mindshare with their design system. So it's basically a format specification for describing a visual identity to coding agents. Design.md gives agents a persistent, structured understanding of a design system. This is important right now because all the stuff that you make right now from an ad standpoint, a landing page standpoint, all the things that you do with design, let's say you're not a designer or you're not technical yourself, well, you're guessing as you're doing it, right? You don't have a sense of consistency with the way that you're doing things. Now, the good news with their version of design.md with Google is that they want to have a format specification for describing visual identity to all coding agents out there. And so they want to become the de facto here. And they've open sourced this, right? So this is what Stitch with Google, and you can see what the format is over here. So they're trying to establish that they're the ones that are open sourcing this. Their format is going to be the default, and they want to have something like a lot of these MD files out there, right? So when you think about the major .md files, these are the markdown files. The major one is agents.md. So they're trying to establish that their version of design.md is the de facto version. And you can see so far 8,600 stars on this, but I think this is going to be really important. And I've already started messing around with this. By the way, stay till the end because I'm going to show you a repo that has a lot of these different designs that you can steal from the most iconic websites out there today, some of the best performing websites. So you can do the same thing. What I want to show you is that it basically put together, here's a design.md for ClickFlow. And this is one of our SaaS tools. And here's the cool thing. If I go to clickflow.com, let's just do this over here. So you can see what it looks like. This is our AEO SEO tool. And I scroll down and here's look at this. If I move back to here, these are the brand assets. These are the brand guidelines, whatever you want to call them. So if I say, hey, use the ClickFlow design.md to an agent and say, I want you to make a landing page, or I want you to make ads, I want you to make a carousel from this, and I want you to follow this, it's going to work. So this is pretty cool. And I did one for SingleGrain as well. So SingleGrain has one, and you look at the SingleGrain website. Let's just go to it real quick. So SingleGrain.com. And this is what it looks like. This is the homepage over here. You can see who we worked with and all the things that we do. If this is going to be the new format and this is how we do things, this has already been helpful for me because I work pretty heavily with my agents and I'm always asking them questions. Hey, can you create this asset over here? Can you just spin this up really quickly? And then eventually you can just have it be an end-to-end solution where it's constantly cranking out more ads. Maybe it's looking at what competitors are doing. It's looking at what's performing well via your ad library or your ad accounts. And then it's just making more iterations based on what's doing well. And so, you figure all these things combined together, you can make better end-to-end solutions. Another thing that's also very important here too, is that there's a lock-in problem that you have. And so, don't get me wrong. I love using Claude Design. I love being within Anthropic's ecosystem. But if you're forced to use their design systems all the time, then you have to be using Anthropic. Figma has Make, Adobe is bolting AI onto Creative Cloud. And so the thing is this, I would rather have something that's more open source or more openly available that I can call on from whatever tool that I'm using. And so you can see here, okay, branding your repo for design.md, and then you have, it's portable forever. That's important to me. And then works with any agent. Proprietary design tool, you have to use inside their app, their tokens, their format. And so breaks if you leave, lock to one model. I prefer to not have that lock-in. And so I think this is going to be big for Google. I think they're playing it smartly here. And I mean, their mission hasn't changed, right? It's to organize the world's information. And here's the other thing. So marketing teams, I think this is going to have a big impact on marketing because marketing has a problem, a volume problem, right? So we have a lot of our clients right now, they want to ship a ton of volume. We're talking 500 ads, 1,000 ads per month. And so top ad accounts can ship 200 ad creators a month. Most teams ship 4. And so if you look at this from a constraint standpoint, well, if you have one designer, you have 20 assets, okay, consistency will be high. But if you go one person agent plus .md, you get 500 assets and you have high consistency versus having 6 designers and 100 assets and you're going to have mixed consistency. So this brings everyone kind of on the same page ultimately. And that's why I think it's really important for you to think about getting these because the agent can see what your brand means. And that's going to be helpful for you to get more things done in a more consistent manner. If you enjoyed this piece of content, we have more on AI, business, and marketing. All you have to do is just go to singlegrain.com/newsletter to subscribe. It's absolutely free. Again, singlegrain.com/newsletter, and we'll see you on the other side.